Hi, welcome back to Knit for Brains podcast. I'm Laura Brady.
I'm Karen Miller.
Wow, I just blanked out.
It's going to be one of those episodes.
Oh, I remembered. Guess what episode this is?
100!
So we'll announce a giveaway later. We're knitting, crafting, sewing, whatever we want to do. We're show podcast. We are located 60 miles south of Chicago in Bradley, Illinois. You can find us on Facebook. We have a Facebook group. We have a Ravelry group. We have an Instagram. I also have the Knit for Brains Designs shop on Etsy. Karen.
You can find me on Instagram and on Ravelry as Loopy Stitcher. And I'm really close, so I'm going to... on Ravelry, I also have a hat that I sell now underneath Loopy Stitcher's Designs. And this week, I will be posting the other hat.
Well, you go, girl.
Yep, I got pictures, so I just have to cut them over and come up with a name for the pattern.
I have not worked on my newest cowl at all. Yep. I do have patterns for sale on the Knit for Brains design store as well. I have one that is completely done. I gotta have and I took pictures. I gotta have the husband do all the prettiness and the layout and all that stuff, but that will not be released until probably the second week of December because I'm waiting for the people to get it with their advents first, right. So they have it first.
Maybe that's what I should do. I should bring mine over here and be like, all right, Brett, here's my thumb drive. Here, make it pretty.
That's what I do. I mean, although I do want my layout a little bit different this time. Like there's a certain way I want it. So I basically, I've got it typed up and whatever, and then I'll draw them a little, okay, this is a square. In this square here, I want this, this, and this. And then I walk away. And he does everything.
Cool.
I'm very spoiled. He's a computer person and all that. I don't deal with that. Okay, let's just address it right now, Karen. If you guys noticed, we have a new friend here.
A glow-in-the-dark friend.
This was my husband, the producer.
Very insistent.
Yes. We were starting to record and we had to
rearrange.
We had to rearrange. He'd run out to the car because he forgot about it. He found it at Goodwill. Laura, we're podcasting.
My only thing, does it change colors?
No, it doesn't. I guess it just lights up. It's like an LED light. But he was very excited. He found it at Goodwill for $2.
$2. He's the one that found it, not her.
Yeah, no, it wasn't me. No, he brought it over. He's like, look what I found. You want this? I'm like, sure. Okay. Let me go through shop news, and then we will tell you guys about the giveaway. Yeah. I don't have as much as I had planned on. I took some downtime again. Because I had last weekend off. And Wednesday or Thursday I was starting to feel my neck tweak. And I didn't want to come in here and sew. And then that whole weekend off, just be laying on the couch clutching my neck. So I took some time off, and then it took me a little bit to get back in here, and oh my goodness, my FOs just fell behind the footstool.
We'll recover them soon.
Yeah, at some point. All right, sock bags first. I have some Thanksgiving ones. That's what I'm calling them at any rate. I mean, seeds of gratitude, and actually it says autumn on there, but I mean, there's a turkey and there's pumpkins. I call it Thanksgiving.
Yep.
You can call it whatever you want. And it's an orange side inside, and that's the sock bag, which I was really mad. I just cast it on a new pair of socks, and I had all the podcasting stuff in front of the closet door, so I couldn't get out a sock bag. So I'll have to get one after we podcast. So, 2 of these. And remember last time we had one, and Karen actually named it Winter Warmth. Well, this is Christmas Warmth.
There you go.
It's very, very Christmassy. And I couldn't even remember what the inside is. Ah, yes. Isn't that interesting?
Yeah.
So it's kind of fun in there. Yeah. So I have 2 of the sock bags. And then we're going to move into medium bags. And I've got a variety. I have got Mario.
Wow.
Isn't that cute?
Mm-hmm.
And got like a blue inside. And it's got like lines. I love the inside. Yeah. Of course, you know I'm a blue girl.
Yep.
2 mediums. I have the fall animals. Is what I've been calling this one. There's like all sorts of animals on there. I had gotten this fabric because I had to custom order, and I had enough to do another one. So, yeah, orange on the inside. Okay, the next one. It's one of my favorites, and I don't know why, but it tickles me pink. Cookies for Santa.
It is cute.
I just think it's adorable.
Yeah.
And that's also in the medium, and on the inside is red with white polka dots.
There's the polka dots. We haven't seen those in a
Yeah,
while.
I haven't seen them in a while. I don't know. I just thought it called for polka dots.
Mm-hmm.
So I've got 2 of those. Oh. The the Christmas warmth. I've got 2 of those in the mediums. And then this is another one of my favorites. And if you've been around for a while, you know I get this little dog for every season.
Yep.
Well, I think at Valentine's Day, I was calling him the I Woof You dog because that's what it said on here, but I can't really call him that now. So, my Xmas puppy.
There you go.
And the, I don't know if you can see it, yeah.
Puppy loves Christmas.
Snowflakes are metallic. So, that's really fun. And on the inside, look at that. Pretty.
I like that against that burgundy.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and that's kind of an unusual pick for me.
Yeah.
Because I'm not a green girl, but I really, it's very sharp. So I got 2 of those. So starting to roll out some Christmas here and there. I have some good fabrics coming up, guys. Not that these aren't, but
all sorts of goodies.
Oh yes, I have gotten in a ton of new fabrics, so very excited about that. There are still a couple Halloween bags left as well in there. Not a whole lot, but there are a few. So that's Knit for Brains Designs on Etsy. We didn't do a weather report, Karen. I remembered when I cleared my throat because that 70 degree day that we had the other day got the sinuses going again. I was doing better and then snapped.
Today's damp.
Today it is
cold.
No, Siri. You cannot help me with anything. It is 45 degrees out right now.
Yep.
My husband, I was telling her before we started recording, I always keep my house at 65. I've always said that to you guys. My husband, before we went to eat dinner, was like, oh, it's at 62. Do you want me to turn the heat on before we leave? No, I don't.
Karen can always put a blanket on.
It will heat up in the evening. The house always gets warmer in the evening.
You guys saw, some of you that follow Facebook, the picture.
Let me just pull that up for you guys.
If you missed it.
Just in case you missed it, I took...
That really isn't showing off me. We actually, I mean, you could tell
I need to take a video of you someday of how it's on, off. So last Sunday she's over, and I posted this in our Facebook group. It's knit night, and Brady made us popcorn. Karen is all bundled up in a blanket and a Snuggie. Let me see if I can get this up. Guys.
I told you my Tinkerbell was green and purple.
Well, and somebody commented about, oh, you do have a nice setup there. So she has the light next to it.
Yeah.
And then she has her hot light right there.
Yep. 2 lights. I don't have one at home.
But you get 2 here.
I get 2 here.
Yeah, so I just noticed my book is coming apart. I'll be darned. Okay. We have some knit-alongs going on.
Yep.
Dishcloth along is going until December 31st. We have the sweater cal, which is ending soon, which I did not realize. I don't know why I thought that was going to the end of the year or December 1st. It actually ends November 1st.
Yeah, that's right around
So
the
that's
corner.
right around the corner. Gift the knits.
We could probably wait until the day before. You want to wait until the day before we podcast next time to shut that one off?
Let's just look at the date, folks.
To give everybody maybe almost a week
So
more.
today's the 25th. So it will go until November 7th.
It just makes
Sweater
more
cal.
sense because
Well, because I don't
You know.
close the threads and stuff usually anyways until when I pull, so
Yeah.
for prizes and whatnot. So I have to figure out prizes for that. Gift the Knits Cal, that runs all the way until December 31st. Now this is our big one. There is a chatter thread and an FO thread. Participate in both of them. We typically do pull from both threads.
multiple prizes.
Karen's been through this
Yep.
before. I do have a tendency, well, because the more entries we get, the more I want to give.
Mm-hmm.
Because I know how it is to be like entered into something and there's like 2,000 people and then one prize is pulled.
Right. Yeah.
It's like, oh, I didn't even have a chance. Gift the knits. It's anything that you are knitting or crocheting, whatever you're making as a gift. It cannot be a gift for yourself.
No, can't. You can try, but it
Well, we
won't
had
work.
somebody last year try that.
Yeah.
So they're like, oh, these socks are a gift for me. No. No. We don't have any rules, but as always, any of our knit-alongs, we don't really care if, yes, whips are acceptable. We don't care. We're just kind of, whatever. Okay. 100th episode giveaway. We have 2 prize packs that we are going to be giving away. And you are going to have 2 chances of winning. I'm not going to go through the whole prize pack, but I will kind of show you. And I have no idea which is for which. Okay. Well, I guess I will because I kind of covered everything up.
She's got all sorts of goodies in there.
I do. So, in the first bag, there are some stitch markers from Handmade by Heather. There's a little llama Christmas zipper pouch, which is great for accessories. There is a ginger snap mini set. And there is a tote bag. So that is set number 1. Look at me all organized.
Yeah.
Okay, well, I can seal that up later. Set number 2. Different little llama pouch.
Mm-hmm.
Some light bulb stitch markers. Everybody needs those. Another ginger snap mini set. And then a little gremlin gizmo bag, which is made from ginger snap as well. So that will be prize pack 2. Okay, so you have 2 ways of entering, and you can enter both ways. So you can have 2 chances.
Yep, 2 chances.
Way number 1. Leave a comment on this video. It can be anything. Love the podcast, girls. Put 100 after your comment. So love the
You
podcast.
could put love the llama.
Love the llama. Whatever you put, like love the llama, 100. That way we know you're entered.
Yeah.
So that is for YouTube, and we will randomly draw. You can get another chance to win if you go to the Knit for Brains Facebook group. If you are not a member yet, just do the click to join. Usually, as long as we're not sleeping or really busy, we allow you to join like within an hour or so. Like, it's pretty quick. On Facebook, in our group, just post a picture of what you're working on and put 100. so we know that's your entry. And then we will randomly draw from there as well. So 2 ways. YouTube, leave a comment. Facebook, share what you're working on. There we go. We will draw that the very next podcast. So, I have one other thing that I wanted to talk about.
I think this is the most like administrative stuff that we've had.
Yes, we
forever.
We do have a lot.
I don't think you've ever. You usually have like 3 things.
Yeah, I actually have a little bit going on here, and I'm actually starting to feel it in my throat, all the talking. I know. My husband will laugh at that because I'm always talking, he said. So, I want to mention to you guys a wonderful kit that is available right now on Etsy. From Ancestral Yarns. Let me show you. There's your show notes on Etsy. She's offering a 3-month yarn club. This one is called the Winter 2020. With this 3-month club, every month you get a skein of yarn. On the first month that you receive, which the first box will ship out the first week of December, you also will receive a sock bag made by me. Each of 3 months, you'll receive 1 skein of variegated or multicolored yarn, so it won't just be, a solid. They will be special winter-themed colors that will not go into her stock. You have 2 choices: durable sock, which is 75-25, and plush sock, which is 80-20. She also gives you the option if you want to get more than just the 1 skein. So if each month you want to get 2 skeins, you can do that as well. It is a really affordable kit. And it's going to be so much fun.
That's neat.
Well, and especially, too, because you figure December, January, February.
Mm-hmm.
Come January or February, you need to get some mail.
Yeah.
You need some
You
mail.
spent all your money for Christmas,
So there she is again. And I believe it is on sale until November 15th. I actually wrote that there. Look at there. That doesn't happen very often. So, okay. Should we talk some knitting?
Yeah, that's not like us to be like this far in and like haven't shown
I know,
like
right?
one knitting. That's like not us, but thanks for still sticking around.
We kind of usually spread. We don't normally have that much. Plus, we usually spread it out a little bit more. But I just wanted to be done with it. Yeah. You have any FOs?
Yes, I do.
All right, let's see them.
Okay.
I need to wet the whistle.
I already said that I had. I told her. I said that's kind of a weird setup for them. Anyways, so you guys remember I showed you guys the cat last time. God, I hope I put it in here. Yes. Yes, I did. This was from our trip when we went to Indiana for a little yarn trip a little while ago when we went into the Yarn Galore store.
That was a really nice store.
And it's already done.
Yay!
So, all sparkly. I even got through all that black. So, Buddy really appreciated it. I had the whole setup. I had the light that was over my... At one point, I don't know what we were doing, but I look at him and he's like, you're blinding me.
Told you just needed to do it when you're at our house. I can just see it now. I come home from work and there's Karen sitting. She came a knock and she needed to use her lights. She's cross stitching. Okay, hey Karen.
I was like, so there's that. Okay. This next one, I don't think this is free anymore. It's the Autumn Weave Beanie. I know it's on Ravelry. Oop. That's the name of it. There's a picture of it. by Lindsay. I am not even going to try to pronounce her last name of Chesapeake Eagle.
It is now a $5 pattern.
Okay. So, it's kind of short.
That looks child size.
This is supposed to be for my husband.
Do you want me to block it like I did that other hat? Because I'm telling you, you saw the size of that other hat on my husband.
I know.
We could put that. I could put it on the black
just
hat
like
tonight.
I was really. This was out of Supernova Dye Works, hand dyed in Lansing, Michigan. It's called I Think I'm Adorable. It's a DK 100% superwash. I made it so small that I think I probably have enough to make another
I'm
one.
gonna say that looks almost peanut size.
So, yeah. I really meant it to be a beanie for my husband.
Oh, it's not. But it fits. It pretty much fits you.
Barely.
Barely.
I just need to go.
I'm telling you, we could block that, Karen. You saw my other hat. I need to shrink that thing.
I know. It was just, it was really a matter of the first time knitting the pattern. Love the pattern, very easy to memorize. Definitely brought it a couple of times when I went and out to eat. So it was really easy. It makes this great design, almost like a basket design there. It's just that I didn't realize how quick
The decrease was?
the decrease was. So that's, I learned in terms of first time doing the pattern kind of thing. I did not measure it. I should have probably said, oh, honey, why don't you try this on? I did end up actually knitting the ribbing longer.
It's so small.
But yeah, it's like kid size. It really is like
I was gonna say
child size, at this point. But that's okay.
Since we keep mentioning free patterns and now they're paid for, we both belong to a Facebook group and we've mentioned it before, but we've never given out the information for it.
Mm-hmm.
So I wasn't trying to be rude and be on my phone, but I was looking the information up for you guys. If you look this up, you do have to join, and I think there's like one question to answer to be able to, and then they will allow you in.
Yeah.
And it's a really nice group because they share patterns. People share all different knit patterns that are free. Some of them are free all the time. Some of them are designers put a code up, and you use the code for like the first week. If you're a member of the group, you can get it for free.
I think there's a lot of newer designers too.
Yes, that are using it.
So they're trying to, get their name out there in terms of, try my pattern.
Because we have gotten some really nice patterns from there. So it is called Ravelry Free Patterns. And I'm going to show you that, because this is your show notes, people. Type that into the Facebook search.
Yep.
And join. Like I said, I think there's one question you have to answer, and then they...
And sometimes they even put stuff up there that's not in English, too, like in terms of free patterns, too.
Well, like right here, very first one. Enjoy this pattern for free. Coupon code valid until tomorrow at the end of day. Mm-hmm. So you'll find some of that. Some of the stuff will just be free. Sometimes it's for, a time span, that sort of thing. People will ask for help with patterns, like as far as, hey, I'm looking, like this lady here is looking for really easy knitting blanket ideas. And 43 people have responded helping her out. So it's not just, and then there's a lady, can I make socks with this yarn? And there's a picture of the yarn. But it is only knitting patterns, no crochet. It's knitting only. Yeah. So something for you
somebody
guys
even
to
asked
check out.
if there was a crochet only, and I think somebody led them to that because
there'd be another group for that.
Just for that too. So
yeah, there's a group for everything out there.
Yep.
What else you got?
One more item.
Alrighty.
Almost would have been 2 more items, but I got sidetracked.
You slacker.
Whatever. So this is the Ginny cardigan.
Last time y'all are seeing it, unless she's wearing it.
And I didn't even look for the pattern. I've shown it so many times by Andrea Mowry. I grabbed the band. It's vintage Barocco DK. It's in like a port wine color. And it is...
Sorry.
Well, complete. How am I going to show this?
I'll help you in just a second. I was just trying to get my FO. Did you get it?
Yep. Lovely long sleeves. Big, huge shawl collar. It's huge.
There you go. I can get a better idea that way.
Yeah. And oh, it's nice and cozy and soft. Fits
I
great.
was going to say, could you keep your cat hair to yourself?
Sorry. That's the only bad thing about this thing is that...
We'll roll you when you come in.
Yeah.
It'll be okay, Karen.
Yeah.
Look at that. Look at, we both say the same thing. Look at that.
What the heck is that?
Would you just look at it?
Just look at it.
And it goes all the way down past my bum a little bit. Perfect. I'll just keep wearing it for a little bit.
Oh, are you
Get
cold?
too hot. You guys get to witness some of my crazy body temperatures.
Let's see if she lasts
See how
longer than
long.
10 minutes.
Probably the only thing I would change is I did end up knitting the sleeves a little bit. If you really looked at it,
I like
a little bit,
no.
almost a little bit too long. And the only other
perfect.
thing I would change is that when I cast on, because I did knit longer.
It's in the way of my drink.
I don't know if it's going to last the podcast. Really.
I need my Dr.
I'm
Pepper.
really impressed if
Oh,
it
look,
does.
if you wondered what I was drinking, Dr. Pepper.
There's a bit of a wave. It's fine when I sit. You can't really tell. If I go to stand, you can see where the collar itself, I probably put on too many stitches. And I knew I had more stitches than the pattern actually called for the shawl cut. That's why it took me forever once I was to the point of actually going from one end to the other. So I would probably, the next time I did this, maybe go around the first row and then decrease a little bit just because to pull some of the excess stitches. But other than that, I'm a happy camper. But you can't tell. I mean, you can't tell when I sit down.
You're just
you really
being
can't
nitpicky.
tell. Yeah, I am.
I mean, let's just
It's not like that. It's not. I mean, I love it. I'd knit another one for sure. For me, not for anybody else. See how that works?
Well,
Yeah. Yep.
I didn't show you my Halloween nails.
There you go. Oh, cool.
So guys, look. I've got a skull. I've got a cobweb. Oh wait, nothing there. A spider and a ghost. Sorry, I get really off the beaten path.
Squirrel.
Squirrel. It's been one of those. It's because of Brett. Yeah.
And that's my last of my finished up.
All right, I got a few.
Did you find all yours?
Yeah, after I threw them down. Which now I'll have a sock bag for my other socks I started. Chilton. By Crochet One, Knit 2. I was working on these last time. I think I had just started them actually. Bam. They're done. I really love this blue too.
Yeah, that is pretty.
So there's one pair. Then these were not started, and I can honestly tell you I have lost the tag down there somewhere. It's striping yarn. I want to say it was something about Birdie Bots. Everyday Birdie Bots or
Probably.
Laura sent it. Laura, put a comment down below in case anybody wants to know. And as you can tell, I mismatched them. I wasn't worried about them being matching this time.
Yep.
I don't care.
But they're so colorful, it doesn't really distract from the fact that they don't,
Yeah.
going to be in your shoes anyways.
Exactly. So I finished those at dinner tonight because I felt like we were there a year and a half. We had the worst service ever.
It happens.
So I finished those. I did start a new pair of socks, but I mean, literally,
She showed them to me.
they're like, I wasn't even going to bring them in here. So I'll have those next time. So there's that. Then, I got a sock bag. I need that for later. I don't need that. Whoa, did not hit the garbage. So this was actually one of the free patterns. No, it wasn't. I'm lying. This one I looked up. I looked up fingerless mitts. Don't even listen to a word I'm saying. I don't know what I'm talking about today. It is a free pattern, though. It just wasn't from that site. It's the Point Edwards mitts. Now, I did switch them a little bit when I did them, because I think this being folded over is really nice. I personally, just my personal opinion, sorry if I offend, don't be offended. I think it's dumb that the thumb rolls over.
Mm-hmm.
I just don't see the use for that.
Yeah.
So I didn't do that. I'm like, I don't like it. So I changed it. So these are knit out of Honeybee Knits, Who No Longer Dies. And what the heck is the name of that? Yeah, we don't know. It was a fundraiser one for one of her friends.
Colorway Sakura. So you.
It's purple. Now,
yeah, I have no idea.
This was my boss's skein. So I still have a skein of this as well. Somewhere in the mess I'm calling it my pantry now.
That's your yarn pantry?
Yeah, needles
yarn pantry.
Needles at the ready. They call it their pantry. Because a pantry, you have to keep things in stock, so you always have what you need. Have you not been watching the guys?
Yeah, I've been sitting there right there.
You're too busy
You're too busy laughing at Ray. Too hard. I think, I recall that. The last
yeah.
It was like,
well, my pantry's full. And then some. But at any rate. So I finished them. I'll put them on this hand.
So this was fingering weight.
Fingering weight, I held double.
Double.
DK yarn, but I held fingering weight double.
So you still have enough to probably do almost, almost a whole pair of socks.
No, I weighed, and it wasn't quite enough.
Yeah.
Because it wasn't this I weighed, it was my next set that I weighed. Because, do you want to answer?
Nope.
Tell her.
Nope, we're not podcasting.
No, Laura, leave us alone. We're not podcasting.
Nice try, though.
So, she's been texting for like, what, an hour now? You guys podcasting? So, yeah. These are...
You could probably skip out on the whole rollover
if I would've...
thing, and then you would have enough to do a pair of socks.
Wendy parks her car outside.
Mm-hmm.
So when she first gets into the car, the steering wheel is kind of cold.
Oh, yeah.
So you could actually fold that down. So you don't
have a sock puppet.
Yes, and not have to freeze your little fingers.
Why not?
And she saw this
sock puppet in
and
our
she
lives.
saw this pattern and she liked that it did that.
Yeah.
So, I got a thing coming undone. Oh, what the heck happened there? Oh, I will fix that. I probably didn't notice it because it was tucked under. So, that's one pair of mitts done for a gift. I'm going to put those back in there with the yarn, so I remember to look and see what I did there.
I almost cast those on with some leftover. That was the thing that I wondered about. How much you used. If you used fingering double.
So then, I used Yarn's Crazy Obsessions, who also is not dying anymore. In the Say What colorway, which is gorgeous. I whipped out these. I was going to town on these. And I have more to go.
Well, really, that's a DK weight, so.
Yeah. Look how
So
pretty
that's
they
quick.
are. Mm-hmm. And I have another pair on the needles. Everybody's getting fingerless mitts this year.
And you do them one at a time, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yep.
So you hold it double.
Yep. There we be. So that's another Christmas gift. Those can go there.
No,
I know you want me to try, but it's not happening.
we don't want to, knock over the llama.
And then that gets put in the closet. That totally went like almost behind her. Oh my gosh. Well, and it's much
dangerous with those.
It's really easy for me now too, because since I've done them after the first time and all my hash marks. So now on my newest pattern that I'm using, where it says work knit 1, purl 1, twist rib for 3 inches, next to the 3 inches, it says 23 rows. So then I just use my row counter, so I don't have to measure. Oh, I'm a cheater.
Well, your row counter is your hashtags.
Right, but I don't have to do this anymore.
Yeah.
And I don't see. When I was doing this, it was because I had to measure and see.
Yeah.
That way, my second one matched. Now I don't have to worry about that. So, yeah. And I know, like when I get down here, I do 28 rounds. So it's even quicker. That's what I'm saying. All right, dishcloths. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 this time.
You can tell she didn't do any sewing this time.
Why?
You got a lot of freaking...
Well, no, I did all those bags.
Not as much sewing as you normally do.
Last time I had quite a few bags, and I had a lot more FOs than this. Because I remember I had 3 pairs of socks.
People, I'm just trying to defend myself.
Okay. I didn't do much sewing this time, guys.
I can always dream, can't
Let's
I?
let her believe that. So, I want to say...
Good thing I'm not ever intimidated by the amount you knit.
I want to say... I've lost count, but I'm around the 130 mark on dishcloths.
I think they're going to make the goal. It's you alone.
Yeah. I'll eventually run out of cotton. And I'll eventually not find cotton somewhere.
I was going to say, you
'Cause
say
this
that
was
and then you'll find it
purchased at
thrifted.
Goodwill.
Yeah.
So, yeah. There's that. Okay. And those go in a box somewhere. Okay. Intermission for coupon codes.
Intermission.
So, if you know the codes and you need to go to the little girl or guy's room, now's your chance.
Now's your
folks.
chance.
Go refill your cups. Okay, so coupon codes. Cherry Pie Cottage on Etsy. If you use code discount100 and you spend $100, you get 10% off. Tiddly Bakes. She's on Etsy. Use code KFB10 and receive 10% off. Lollipop Girl Yarns on Etsy. Use code KFB15 for 15% off her hand-dyed yarns and patterns. Every time I see this, I laugh. Showreel Studios.
Because she just sticks it in a book until next time we podcast.
Showreel Studios, KFB20 will get you 20% off your entire order. I don't know what this is. Oh, that's no longer good. Skyly Knits Fiber Arts on Etsy. Use code KFB19 will get you 15% off. And if you go to her Ravelry, which is Amanda Rake Cole, she has a ton of different designs on there.
Mm-hmm.
And if you use the code KFB19, you receive 20% off on her designs. There we go. Okay, Karen. Do you have any whips?
Yes, I do. Where to start? Oh my goodness. Okay. Ooh, come on.
Is this going to take a while?
Apparently. I guess you guys can still do your intermission.
Don't rush back. Get ice cubes.
I had the main one. Okay. Free pattern on Ravelry. You've seen me do the socks before. It's the Rose City shift rollers.
Alrighty.
Yeah. And I'm actually doing one at a time. With some yarn left. Oh, well, wait a minute. There we go. And I actually got smart.
Oh, look at
What do
you.
know? I remembered my blockers.
Yeah, if not, I always have them.
So, I cast these on since the last time you guys saw me. And the yarn is Night Owl Fibers, one of our last year's Harry Potter colorways, and the heel is a brown color. Obviously, it's brown.
There you have it.
It's from
brown.
Yarn Cafe Creations. It was part of some sock club that I actually.
I might not have known that was brown.
It looks
great.
like it went with socks.
It does.
Like,
it looks like the
literally,
same color.
Like almost the same. You can barely tell.
It's a little lighter.
It's a little bit lighter than that brown in there. So I'm knitting these for my daughter. She the other pair that I knit in this pattern fit her so well. I'm hoping to get this done for Christmas because I'm not somebody that can knit 6 pairs of socks in a week like some people we know.
Don't judge me.
I'm just teasing. I think it's great.
It's all good.
I think it's great.
We always say I usually
It's a
have
joke on me.
more FOs, and she kind of has more whips all the time.
Yeah.
So we kind of
Yeah.
even each other
We
out.
complement each other.
Yeah.
Yep. I made quite a bit of progress.
I think I've seen these before.
Yeah, it's good. 2 months. Penguin soup, right?
Yes.
See, it's getting to the point where I know the colorway. And the last time I showed these podcast, I was down here. So quite a bit. Toe up, vanilla sock. I think I use a US 1. 64 stitches.
That sounds about right, because I'm US 2. Yes, I said 2. I didn't stutter. Everybody's usually like, a 2? That's kind of big.
But she,
That's what I've
she's
used
always
since
used
day one. I think Wendy put me on that because I was such a tight knitter.
Yep.
Which I was asked about that. I think it was on the last podcast. Maybe I answered this already. I don't know. I'm getting old and forgetful.
We talked about it the last time because we taled about both of us had hat
Okay,
dilemmas.
well, never mind. We won't talk about that
Both
again.
of us had hat dilemmas, remember? Where for a while there.
Well, mine ended up being too big because I blocked it too much. That's what I'm saying. I blocked that so it would fit your husband. I guarantee you. You should have seen how small mine was to start with. Guys, I've got to shrink that thing. It was too big for my husband.
Maybe we'll just switch hats.
It was too big for my husband. So I know, okay, my husband has a big head.
Mm.
I know it's not going to fit Alicia's husband. He has a little head. I'm going to wet it and throw it in the dryer.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm not going to leave it in there for a half hour or anything, guys. Don't get panicked.
Yeah.
I will do it on couple minute intervals, just enough to get it shrunk, and then I'll lay it flat.
Otherwise, it'll end up fitting Peanut or Lucas.
I mean, that'll be fine too. I mean, as long as somebody,
Yeah.
Peanut's been wearing her hats already, so.
Yeah.
Lucas doesn't tend to really like hats yet. He's not. No.
Yeah.
Anyhow.
All right, so I had started this last time. Obviously it's in our whip section. I am not done. It's a free pattern called Changing Staircases. It is on Ravelry.
If you have not knit it, you need to knit it. It is a great one skein shawl. It's an interesting knit, but still a knit that you can watch TV.
Yep.
Speaking of TV, while she's digging this out, I'd like to thank all you guys for responding about me watching Vampire Diaries and the fact that you let me know that there are two spin-offs from Vampire Diaries, because I did not know this. So now I'm going to be set for a while. Update, I'm on season 7 near the end. So right about, I think Elena might be coming back. I don't know. But I have figured out a few things about it. I love watching it. I can't stop watching it. I cannot watch it before I go to bed.
I shouldn't laugh. That
I watch it before I go to bed. What sleep I do get are weird nightmarish dream things about the show, and because like when I leave watching it, like I'm still all geared up about, well, what's Damon gonna do? And oh my gosh, I can't do it. So what I've been doing is about an hour before I'd normally be going to bed, I stop watching it, even though it's very hard to stop. And I watch something really boring and dull. So, because remember me telling you,
just to kind of like shut off your brain. I know.
I couldn't remember.
I was the same way with Game of Thrones, because
I hadn't slept in what, 3 or 4 nights.
Yeah, I would, because I didn't have HBO at the time it initially was coming out, so I would get the actual full series, and so I would watch one show after the other, and I would get so wound up that I almost couldn't fall asleep because my brain was still thinking about the show
But here's another problem now, though. If I can't watch it all the way to the time I go to bed, that makes me want to start watching it earlier, which means my butt needs to be into the recliner sooner in the day. I'm going to have to tell Wendy she got to let me off an hour early so I can sit. Okay, also, yeah, we're kind of going off the beaten path again. It's my fault. I'm sorry. Just a little announcement in case any of you people have missed it. And some of you probably don't care. Last night started the countdown to Christmas on Hallmark Channel.
Oh, boy.
Saturdays and Sundays, there's a new movie every night. And I have to say, last night's was a little disappointing. So.
You got that all set to record for every single one, don't you?
Oh, you know what, girl. I like my Hallmark movies. I don't watch them throughout the year. Like, I watch certain seasons. So, I'm so behind with watching Vampire Diaries.
The Hallmark?
The mystery one. The mystery ones are good, but I don't have that channel. I used to be able to pick them up somewhere else, though. But, I've been watching Vampire Diaries so much, I haven't even watched Days of Our Lives. I'm like 10 episodes behind.
Wow.
And I usually watch that daily.
That's saying a lot.
Yeah.
She gets upset when her Days of Our Lives.
I hate it when they talk through Days
like Olympics. If the Olympics comes on, like then her show doesn't show.
Well, why don't they put that on a sports channel?
If all of a sudden like a news break comes through,
there's news stations. Why they gotta interrupt Days of Our Lives? There's certain things in life you can't.
So that's saying a lot. If she's like 10 days behind on it.
Now you know all my bad habits around here.
All right. You guys have seen this colorway before. I think it's a mannequin.
Yeah, it looks like peppermint.
Yep. It does look like by Yarn Cafe. Love that sparkle. But the last time
so how funny is that? You're using Yarn Cafe's yarn with her daughter's pattern.
Her daughter's pattern. Yep. Yeah, so I always wear the stitch marker. Whoop. That would be my ring.
These are always so pretty when they're blacked, and they are good size shawl for being a one skein. And
I will keep knitting until, like the last one I did, I kept going until I was like, all right, I'm not. I'll be able to bind off.
Quite a few of these. If you knit, you won't just knit one. It's a pattern that you we'll go back to.
Mm-hmm.
I think I've done like 4 or 5.
Yeah.
Something like that.
So, that was in my list styles.
My glasses are driving me insane today.
Ooh. So there's that one. And yeah, this is it. This is the last one.
That's it?
Yep.
I don't have many whips.
Made progress on this too. Because of course I was waiting on needles for my other sweater to be able to finish this sweater. And this is where I got
You and
kinda
your needle
distracted.
situation.
Yeah, whatever.
We need to get this under control.
I know. It would be under control if I could get my
Organized and
organized.
know what you have,
And
what you
take
don't
over
have.
my son's room like I want to. Okay, so where the actual I finished this sleeve since the last time you guys saw me. And show this. And I got about halfway.
So this one will be done soon.
So it will be done soon. And this is the throw over by Andrew and Mallory. And the yarn are all Cascade yarns. Like a pumpkin, blue, green.
I think we just
and
named
cream.
them.
Yeah, because they're numbers.
I think we called the green olive.
Yeah, it is like an olive green. And it doesn't show on, but that is a creamy.
Yeah, and it looks more white to me. But don't go by me neither.
That's it.
Okay. No. Let's see what I got. Oh, my newest mitts. By new, I mean they're just a new pair. It's the same pattern. So, the Point Edward mitts. Repeat. What is the yarn? I have no idea. I don't even remember purchasing this. Happy Go Lucky. Oh, it's made in Illinois, so I probably got it at one of the events or something.
Mm-hmm.
Happy Go Lucky. And, yeah, I did. It's called Violent Violet. I do remember getting this. Now that I read the name. So, Happy Go Lucky. I don't remember what event, though. That's what that looks like. And I've got one done, except for the thumb. So I will be starting the next one, because I wait and do both the thumbs at the end, because I don't know why. That's just me. I have been, when I knit things this small, I will not do magic loop. I don't know. I will magic loop a sock. I do not know why I do not like magic looping gloves, and I wouldn't magic loop a thumb anyways, so I just do it all on DPNs.
Yeah.
I don't know. It's personal preference, but it seems faster for me personally to use the DPNs on something like this.
And I actually use DPNs on the crowns of hats, and you still try to struggle with her. I don't know how
I'll
she does
use a
it.
16-inch
She does it
needle
on
and
a
I
freaking
will magic
she
loop.
will.
Okay, if I've thought ahead and I put my DPNs of that size into my bag with the project, I will use the DPNs.
Yeah.
If I'm already in the recliner and I make it to the crown, no, I'm going to magic loop with a 16-inch.
Yeah.
I can do it. Because I'm not getting up. I mean, so, yeah. DPNs. These are my carbons, which I really, really, really like. They stay in the yarn very well, so like you can pick up the project and they don't slide out like some do. My only problem is every needle had the size on them in white, and every needle no longer does.
Yeah.
So now,
And they're all the same color, aren't they?
all the same color, they all look the same. I know, a little needle thing, but I would just like them to be like the zings, where it stays on there. Like, I literally used these to knit one glove, and it was gone.
Yeah.
That's how quick it wore off. Now, I don't know if that's typical of everybody, or if it's just me, something in my pH, chemical makeup, I don't know. But, and that's why I don't like you using Chagoos. I like Chagoos. I can't read the info on them. I'm like this, and then I'm like this, and then I'm trying to light, and then I get a magnifying glass, and then you have to twirl it, and then you have it out upside down, so then you have to go like this, and then find it all over again. That's too much work. Guys, I want to be able to just grab my needles that I need out of the thing and be done with it. That's why I love my zings so much. There's that.
And there's your commercial, folks.
Kind of got off the beaten path again.
It's all knitting related.
It is knitting related, though, this time. I'm not talking about movies and vampires, so. Oh, well, and somebody else told me that if I liked Vampire Diaries, there was another show I would like. And one of the ladies actually told me the names of the spinoffs as well. So I screenshot all of that. That way, when I finish watching this, I'll just pull up the picture and be like, oh, okay, she said this and this. I'm organized about it. Okay. We'll go here next. Potluck Pullover. Glasses are falling down. By Victoria something. You've seen it before. Mm-hmm. It is a paid-for pattern. I am making this out of a advent calendar from Arkansas Yarn Co. I think I am down to 2, 4, 6, 7 colors I have not used. Well, technically 6, because one's attached. I got a ton done on this. Okay, so I was where the progress
Holy
people
cow.
was. A ton, guys. Okay, now this is not knit on very big needles. Let me see. US 5, 3.75. Kills my freaking hands knitting this in the round. Well, you know, because last Sunday when you were over...
yeah, because you even switched the way you were knitting. I switched
the way I was knitting even. I go back and forth on how I knit. I got a tickle in my nose. Like I feel like I need to sneeze, but it won't come.
Still sneeze on me.
I'm going to sneeze on you, girl.
I'm a friend, but not...
So I did take a break from it because my thumb was hurting so bad. But I did find, like, because I'm a thrower, if I did that for like 3 or 4 rows and then I switched to, I don't know what it's called, how I'm doing it. I switched to a different way of knitting. I wasn't throwing, and I would do that for a couple rounds and then go back to throwing. Then that's a little bit better. Like, it gives my thumb a little bit of relief. Mm-hmm. So, but I haven't knit on this since last Sunday.
Okay, because, yeah, you were knitting on that last week.
So, I got a bunch done.
Yeah.
It won't be a whole lot longer, and I'll be hitting the, I don't want to say ribbing, because you just do, I'll be hitting the hem. That's what they call it. So, and I don't know about you people, but I'm forever knitting my hair into projects.
I can't hear your
I shed like crazy. Oh my gosh. I made a hair appointment when I was there getting my nails done.
So it doesn't even matter if, I mean, I realize it's size 5, but you got those on size 5/16.
Mm-hmm.
Like if it was like a size 5, like 32 or 40.
It doesn't make a difference. Doesn't make a difference.
That's the first thing I thought of.
No. Actually, it being on a 16 is easier for me because I can pretty much just keep my hands in the same spot. Mm-hmm. Whereas if it's on the 32, I have to keep working it.
Mm. Do you think it's because it's possibly the weight of it? Did you really like kind of not notice it until you got?
No, I noticed it from the get-go.
From the get-go? Okay.
Yeah.
Just for whatever reason.
Yeah. Something about knitting in the round just kills my thumb. So, yeah.
She does it all the time on socks.
I think I get away with it
Size
because
2?
it's the littler needle.
Well, you're not really knitting it around.
No,
you're doing
because I'm
magic
doing
loop.
magic loop, so it's not really.
That's why I kind of wondered if you switched that to do more of like a magic loop style. But if you said you already tried, and it doesn't matter.
Yeah, it doesn't.
That's
really.
weird. You're weird.
Well, thank
She's
you.
weird.
Anyways, I started to say I made an appointment to get my hair done. I think we'll get a lot cut off. Not like you're a lot. A lot. Mine's like halfway down my back now. Like, I don't need all that.
No,
I just don't.
could be why some of your headaches and neck.
I know, right?
All the weight on your
Oh, it weighs. I have very thick
your
hair.
what do you call it? Your pony?
Messy bun, I think
Your-
somebody told me. There was a few names. I don't know.
Bouffant or what you call it.
Oh, what it is. I don't even remember.
Not quite a ponytail, but kind of a ponytail.
We walk out of here, and Kevin and Ray were talking about this today on their live. When we finish podcasting, it's like blackout. Like
we don't remember what we talked about.
Yeah. So sometimes when you guys will leave a comment, it really makes me think because I'm like,
yeah. Somebody asked about a trip, and I'm like, what trip? Did we talk about a trip? And that's the only thing we could think of is when we mentioned going to Indiana.
So I commented on our last
that's
2 trips
Yeah.
because I'm like, oh, okay, well, it's got to be one of these because, oh,
we don't watch ourselves after this. Brett has fun enough with making pictures of us.
Brett watches us sometimes.
Pictures with signs now. He's really entertaining himself. And you. We're good sports about it.
I don't care. Whatever.
My
Whatever
kids
makes
laughed.
me happy.
McGanna was
Did
yeah, when I told McGanna, I said, my name's on there now too. And so, yeah, she's like, I got to go check this out. And that was right around when
He started doing like more.
Well, there were the pictures from you pulling out like the 50 or however many that you had in my face.
Dishcloths.
And she was like, oh my God. She's like, I'm rolling on the floor laughing. She was like, Mom. I'm like, what? We're having fun.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, next project. The yarn I'm using is Cascade Yarn Sunseeker in color 36. That's exciting. Cascade Sunseeker. It looks like this. I've shown it to you before. I did start a second skein of it, which really is not a big deal because I probably got like 8 to 10 more skeins of it.
She could continue to knit this for Peanut for years to come.
So I'm knitting the Kitty Vertebrae. Kitty Vertebrae, which is a paid for pattern. And I have made progress since I've seen you guys. Make sure I don't lose any of these. All this yarn kind of grabs, so. This way. So I finished the whole body of the sweater.
Look at that shimmer. She is gonna so freaking
love
that.
And I started the sleeve.
Did you say you ordered some more of that?
Yeah, I'll be showing it
different
today.
Colors.
So my debate is the sleeves.
Yeah.
So I decided to do long sleeve. And they really don't tell you, they just tell you how they word it. That was really dumb. Now, okay. Love this pattern. It has directions for fingering, DK worsted, heavy worsted, and bulky. So, very lovely pattern.
Yeah. Worth the money.
12 months all the way up to 10 years.
Wow. Yeah.
So, definitely worth the money. So, when you get to the sleeves, you can do short sleeves or you can do long sleeves. So, it says to make the sleeves less wide, work a double decrease. Okay, I know how to do that. On the underside of the sleeve, approximately every 10th round, ensuring you finish with an even number of stitches. Okay. Well, my debate is, how many times do I want to do that? You know, I'm like trying to picture her little arms.
Mm-hmm.
You know, I don't want to decrease it too much.
Right.
You know, so I'm already looking at this going, that doesn't really look that big. I'm wondering if I should do like one more decrease and be done. Like if you look at that, that's not that big.
How many stitches you got on there now?
I don't know. I'd have to count. I have no idea. So that's been my grand debate, and I think that's why this got set down. And I haven't picked it back up. I mean, I would rather it be bigger in the arms than tight.
Yeah.
I want it so if she has a long sleeve shirt and still wants
She
to
can
have
wear
it
it
thrown
underneath
over,
it. Yeah.
you know, that sort of thing. So I'd rather it be big than too small.
You can always do it where it's at now, and then like right before you do the ribbing, then jump down to a smaller needle size.
Yeah, I would be going to a smaller needle size for the ribbing anyways.
Yeah.
So, because I mean, I don't think that looks very big. Like, I don't think it looks humongous.
Right.
So I'm thinking...
So how many times have you decreased?
I've only decreased twice. Wait. On round 2, 1, 2, 3. 3 times. So what I was thinking was... I think I'm at round 4... So I have 6 more rows, do 1 more decrease, and then be done with decreases is what I was thinking. So it'd take 2 more stitches off.
Yeah.
So that was my big debate. So she's going to love this. This is actually going, and I don't normally do this because I'm bad. Every time I knit peanut something or I buy peanut something, it goes to her right away.
Mm-hmm.
This is actually going amongst her Christmas stuff. And I did make the size 2, so I know I can give it to her at Christmas, and she's not going to have outgrown it. I got a little unicorn on there. But yeah, she's going to love this. It's so sparkly.
Unicorn and Pac-Man?
Yeah.
Is that what? No,
No.
it's not a Pac-Man. It's a...
Gilmore Girls?
Gilmore Girls?
Yeah, Gilmore Girls. Yeah, so I'm quite happy with how that's turning out. It should have been done, but I think I just got burnt out a little bit on it because I had knit it so quickly at first.
Mm-hmm.
I just needed a break from it. That's what I think.
And you had just gotten done with another vertebrae prior to picking that one up.
Did I?
Yep.
Oh, okay. I don't remember what I did.
Remember what she did.
I don't. Who was it? Lori from Arkansas Yarn Co. Sent me a picture of this hat I had knit her, and she's like, "What's the name of this pattern?" And I'm like, "I made it like 2 or 3 years ago." And I'm looking at it, and I didn't know at first I had knit it. I'm like, it kind of looks familiar, but I had knit it and gifted it to her.
Yeah, I'm horrible. I don't.
And I'm like, I don't know.
Projects.
Well, this was actually back when I had done a project page because I think I had entered it into like a gift account.
Uh-huh.
So I was at work and it was like driving me nuts because I'm like, it's some weird name. I'll never remember it. So I finally went to my Ravelry and I found it. By the time I found it, I sent the name to her. She goes, "Oh, I decided on that other one you sent me." Okay. I obsessed for nothing. That's just great.
It would have been really funny had you woke up in the middle of the night yelling it out at Brett.
Which one is this from? This one?
Yeah.
Okay. So I only have 3 whips? Yes. 3 whips that I'm actively working on. There we go. All right. Acquisitions. What you got?
Not as much as you.
Oh, well, first off, before I forget, these are for you.
Oh, more.
Yeah.
Because I was going to show these.
The other ones, yeah. Oh, that's why I figured you would, so. You won't have to buy cross-stitch kits for a while.
Cool. So, somebody's been hitting the jackpot.
I saw more the other
Thrifting.
day. So I picked Karen these up at Goodwill.
And like, as you guys have seen, whoa.
Are you throwing things?
No, but apparently, let's get on the one.
Oh. Oh, there's a hoop and everything, huh?
Mm.
So, they started? I started it.
Mine started it.
Oh, that's from the our Yarn Angels. Christmas ornaments. That's the stamped cross stitch. I think that one's, yeah, counted cross stitch, and it has some beads.
Oh.
No, you like your beads.
Well, and it was funny because you know what I brought this time with me? From last year?
We got those at the bridge. Yes?
Yeah. I finished the tree last year, and I started the bell. And I thought I brought it with me, but maybe I didn't. I told you it was strange.
Yeah.
But anyways.
No, it's okay. Okay.
And then I also received the other one is like,
Oh, yeah.
she knows how I like chunky yarn. So this is a bulky Rembrandt yarns.
Oh, I saw it at Goodwill, and
Saw it at Goodwill.
I thought, oh, Karen will use this.
So the other one, I'm not for sure if it's really a full skein.
Oh, no?
I'm not for sure because it's really kind of quite falling apart at this point.
Oh.
So I'm like, I'll just bring this one.
I thought it was when I bought it.
Yeah.
Like, because they were both all twisted together, and it looked like it was. So I think it's 2 full skeins.
Okay.
So when Karen's not with me, I still get her stuff.
Oh no, I have that other one. It's in a bag down there. So let's see. Oh, don't want to show that yet.
Can you get yourself situated?
Well, you know, you get Advent calendars. All right, this is Cherry Pie's Halloween Advent calendar, and I realized as I was sitting here that I forgot, like the first day, we got goodie bags with it, and I forgot that. So this is the day one, and as you can tell, I really liked it so much that I skate up. And this is Skellington. And
Her theme was Nightmare Before Christmas.
yep, Nightmare Before Christmas, and I actually would really love to do that mix it with the other colors, but I know it's not going to be enough for a sweater. DK. And this is day 2, and I already scanned this one up, and sorry, tags at home. That's a beautiful color too.
I can look it up all year.
Yeah, she's been putting in.
So what day was that?
That was day 2, and I can't.
That's day 1.
She's doing great in terms of these colors compared to the characters.
Did she not tell the name? Let's see. Spoiler. This is Halloween.
Yeah, this is Halloween. It's like a whole scene. Yeah. This is called 0. This is day 3. So soft.
I like this one.
You like this one? Yeah.
Jenny wouldn't be surprised. I won't be
Sally.
surprised.
The Mayor.
I just finally watched that show like a year ago or something because
Really?
I'd never seen it, and
I watch all the time with the kids. It was one of Megan's favorites.
sorry, Jared, if you happen to be walking through as Jenny's watching this,
One of
but yeah, I
Megan's
could go
favorites.
forever without seeing it again.
And then this one is Dr. Finkelstein.
Maybe I didn't mind that one. Maybe it was the Hocus Pocus I didn't like.
With the 3 witches?
Yeah, I didn't care for that one either.
And this is Lock, Shock, Barrel. It's very colorful too. So yeah. That's pretty.
Mm-hmm.
I love this color.
It's because it's all you.
This is yeah, that first one is definitely, yeah. Yep. Okay. That's all I've opened. Is it done yet? And I only had the other.
Okay. So let me do a couple things first, and then we'll get to that.
Mhm.
Well, I'll start with that package, but I'll show the other things I got with that package.
Mhm.
So we had both ordered a advent calendar from Lollipop Girl, Laura, the crocheting Hoovian. So when I got my package, I got a new t-shirt she sent me. So of course I had to wear it today.
Yeah.
Because I love it.
And I noticed too. I'm like, oh,
yeah,
that?
she's like, nice shirt.
I'm like, that's a new one.
And then I got this I had ordered. Her mini skein set. That's like so totally rad. That's going to be a shawl at some point. For now, it will go into the cubby. And then she sent me Yarn Enabler Sock Monkey.
It's cute.
And I thought there was another one in here. Maybe I'm wrong. No. Oh. And then she sent me a Gale's Art, what was left of her Halloween. Oops, I'm sorry. You might like to see it this way. Her Halloween sock blank. So I'm going to make something out of that. Okay. Then she had sent some stuff for Little Man, which I already dropped off to Alisha. I think that was it. Okay, so what day do we get to start? What day you got in your hand? Tell me a day and I'll dig.
6.
Good God. So I got mine 6 days. I got mine in sock weight, and she got hers in DK. So we figured
It'd be
we'd
interesting
show
to
you the difference.
Yep.
So this one is called Silence of the Lambs. That one doesn't really look too different.
No.
That's pretty. And normally they look quite a bit different from DK too. And there were some tattoos in that day. Okay. What day you got
7.
next? That's 8. Uh-oh, that one. Oh, that's 12. 7. We need to show her card too. Scream. No, these look really...
Yours looks definitely more orange than mine.
Still not bad though. So let me show you guys her card. And she is on Etsy. Oh, I don't need to be putting these back into the thing. I can just take them out of the bags. What day?
It's going to be fun picking this up afterwards. Anyways. 8. Oh, you know. 7, 8.
Misery.
Mine seems a little bit, you can't,
More
yellow.
Seems like it's cockeyed. Okay, there we go.
a little more yellow.
Yeah.
Definitely.
Not much. I mean,
Not
it's
much,
not bad. Okay. What you got next?
And does she? 10.
10. I ripped some of my numbers off. That's 12. That's 11. I'm guessing this must be 10. Yeah.
Chapter 2. Yeah, they're almost.
Yeah, they're pretty right.
Usually you see a difference.
Usually with between DK and
wow.
fingering, there's usually a pretty large difference. What day you got?
9.
9. No. Oh, there it is. Carrie.
Now this is a
Yeah,
little
yours. This is different. Yours is more vibrant, I think.
Yeah.
Yeah, that one. That one. There's
that one's
more of a
definitely
difference.
some difference.
Yeah.
I can't fall.
Yeah, I gave mine to Peanut. She loved the Slinky.
11.
Hey, that's what I have in my hand. Your slap bracelet. Candyman. I give that to Peanut too.
Yeah. A little bit. Mine's
Yeah.
a little more orange. A
Yeah.
little more. Not much.
A little bit, not much. Okay, we got to be on 12.
Yep.
Annabelle, I don't even know this. Creation? Is that what it is? Okay.
I like this color.
That's pretty close.
Yeah. Pretty darn tootin' close.
These
Really
are pretty
impressed.
good, yeah. And then there was a bag with a pair of Halloween socks. And then there was. Did I get you? I'm sorry.
I'm surprised it's the first time.
And then there was a bag of little candies. Different little candies. That's what we got so far from Laura. So that was fun. Oh, these I will put in here. Okay. I have a couple things from Goodwill. No. Goodwill? No. Maybe? Well, one Goodwill. This isn't really yarn related, so to speak, but it'll be nice for my card making, which I need to make some cards soon. And I had all the different holidays, the washi tape.
Oh, wow. Okay.
So I thought that I got it right as the lady put it on the shelf. So I was excited about that. So that'll go in like with my scrap making, card making supplies. This I got at the Bridge. It's a crochet kit of woodland creatures. And there's enough yarn and stuffing and whatnot to make the hedgehog, the deer, and the fox.
Wow.
So there's that. Here on the other side shows you. So I'm probably going to make the fox.
You got that for dirt cheap.
For little man's room because he has woodland in his bedroom. So I thought, because I made Peanut a crocheted item when she was little and it sits on her shelf in her bedroom. So I thought his would be a fox. So yeah, I paid $3.50 for the whole kit. And these are quite costly, I know.
And it comes with everything, so yeah.
Yeah, it's, I think it might be taped shut. Yeah, I might break a nail.
We don't want to do that.
Yeah, you can see there's yarn and there'll be stuffing in there.
All the patterns.
The patterns are nice because I had got a Mickey Mouse one like this before. And it's not just like paper patterns, it's a nice book that you can save and use again. Here, DK yarn, crochet hook, fiber fill, yarn needle. So, yeah.
It has everything except scissors to cut the yarn.
Yeah. So, I couldn't leave it there. You know how I am, guys.
Yep.
So, those were my little thrift finds. And then I met up with my yarn angels.
Yarn angels, yarn supplier, yarn.
Yeah. And I got a few things. Some of the stuff I did put away. I had gotten a few more Nitpicks Felici and stuff like that. So I did go ahead and get that put away. But I did save some stuff out to show. So one of the items was a yarn box. Hopefully I didn't just show that. I don't think I did. And it has the yarn in there.
That's pretty.
And then there is a pattern. So that's 4 skeins, 50 grams each of yarn, Yarn's Big Sister DK weight. 80% 80% superwash merino, 10% cashmere, 10% nylon. Colorways, darkest to lightest is Concord Grape, Blueberry, Blue Raspberry, and Spring Water. And then the pattern is a crochet pattern. I'm seeing now. Well, that's the pattern that they recommend. That doesn't mean you necessarily have to use that. Right, that's a knit one, isn't it?
That one
one's
looks like
yeah. That one's
yeah.
So did they
Looks
only
like they
give you?
give you an option of both, or just
No,
the
they only
picture of that
gave
one?
you. Yeah, they. Because this is the
Crochet.
the crochet. This doesn't seem to be in the knit one in here. At any rate, yeah, I thought the yarn was pretty.
Mm-hmm.
So there's that. Then I got a bag of modern cotton DK from Barocco. There's no color, it's a number. So it's 60% Pima cotton and 40% rayon. And there was...
That almost matches the Barocco color that I got, but it wasn't cotton.
Yeah. There was a sweater, and I'd have to go looking, because I can't remember the name of it, that used this.
Okay.
But I can't remember. I got 6 skeins of that. I'll do something with it, even if it's for the kids. You know, Peanut likes her stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Then, speaking of Peanut, you were asking me about some more.
Yeah.
Okay. So this is all the Cascade Sunseekers. They just have numbers, so we're not even going to go there, guys. It's like a tannish brown color. There's... Skin that one. 4 of those. There's 3 in this color. And this is the same as the black one. There's another one. I think I just do that. And then there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 of the lighter blue. So I have a feeling that Peanut will be getting sweaters out of all these.
Yeah, with the sparkle, I'm not for sure.
Yeah, no, I don't think little man.
Even the brown.
Yeah, I don't think, where's that? Okay, just got one more bag left.
Ooh, what's that? Have you gotten this before from?
I've gotten this brand before.
From that brand before?
Yeah.
Or was it at when you guys went down to like St. Louis?
I don't remember. I know the brand, but
I remember
where from.
You showing some yarn with that.
So Neighborhood Fiber Co. And these are actually the same colorway, Cleveland Park. you know, my colors.
Mm-hmm.
This is Leading Men Fiber Arts. It's their Razzle Dazzle number 5 gradient. And it's the 100% Superwash BFL.
Ooh.
There's that. I don't know which way to go. There's Cozy Knitter. I'm trying to find... Oh, this is the one I should have caked up. Okay, I'll leave this out. Halloweeny. Should have started those. We'll leave that out.
I have to tell you, when Brett came in here to change the batteries, like, what the heck?
Yeah,
It looks like a war zone.
we'll take a picture and yeah. This is Toad Hollow, which I've never had any of that.
Oh, that was the same maker as the minis that I had for my cow.
Oh, that's right.
Yep.
Sock Toad, 80/20, and it's called the Lilac Bus. Crystal Skies hand dyed. Russian Blue sock fingering. It's an 85/15, and it's Christmas in July. I'll have to redo that one before I put it away. Gnome Acres, who no longer
I like
dies.
that colorway.
Arthur Weasley on the Sparkle Gnome.
No wonder. Yeah, I like that one.
See, to me, this just screams Christmas.
It does, but not like.
I was
no,
like,
it's
ooh,
like
a
a muted.
Christmas
It's like
yarn.
a muted, you know, in terms of the colorway. But yeah, it's very. Yeah.
And then this is an improv sock blank from Leading Men Fiber Arts. That's called Have an Axe to Grind.
Those are different.
Yeah, it really is very. Yeah. I'll be curious to see how that knits up.
Uh huh.
So. Cool. All right, that's it, guys. I made it to the bottom. Oh, it's made up for me not having anything last time.
Yeah, I guess so.
Oh my goodness. So we now have a huge mess. Okay, I have a huge mess. I've been whipping stuff, so.
Throwing things at me.
I mean, it happens.
Yep.
So, I've already kind of, you guys know what I'm still watching. What are you watching?
I actually got back into, because I have the British Bake Off going on again. So I started watching that again.
Did you see there's some sort of British Bake Off Cal that's starting? I think it said it's starting. I saw it
Really?
on Instagram, yeah.
Huh, no.
I swear. Okay, keep talking.
Okay. Actually, my son was home, so he brought home the Harry Potter shows. So I watched the first 3 again. He slept through a couple of them. He has a really bad sinus and allergies going on, so he wasn't feeling the greatest.
Yes.
So I did that with him yesterday. We watched it's a movie, my phone in here, on Netflix. Enola Holmes or whatever. That was really cute. We watched that Friday night, so that was just a one-time movie. I'm almost done with Jack Ryan. I finally got back into that. Now I only have 2 left, and I don't want to finish it yet.
Okay.
So I was watching that. I haven't really
pattern
got into
is-
a big series.
I was right. There is one.
Okay.
Because Fangirl, hold on, I gotta go back to the first one. Fangirl Fibers actually she had posted and said, anyone else participating in the at Lyrical Knits British Bake Off Cal? I've got some new cute markers that are perfect for that project. Look, they're little Bake Off ones.
Oh, that's cute.
So she's got these. And then I went to that lady's Instagram. And it's the Great British Baking Shawl, Stark Baking Mad, Season 2, and a mystery knit-along, because we do well with mystery knit-alongs.
Oh, yeah.
The pattern is up for pre-order. I like this. Last but not least, the pattern is up for pre-order. The first clue drops November 10th, so there's plenty of time to gather your yarn and prepare to meet your baker.
Oh, cool. I'll have to look that.
So that's her, in case any of you guys are interested.
That's cute. That's cute.
See, even when I don't watch the stuff, I notice the stuff. Oh my gosh, somebody's doing pumpkin seeds. I love pumpkin seeds, guys. I will not eat any type of pumpkin.
She doesn't like anything else pumpkin
flavored.
Nothing.
Give me some pumpkin seeds to roast. I also don't eat bananas unless it's banana Laffy Taffy or banana Runts.
That's not really banana. That's like banana flavoring.
That's the closest I would get to a banana. I can't stand the smell of bananas, and I hate the texture of bananas.
Oh, banana bread's the best. Banana bread? Banana muffins?
No. I can walk into a building and know if there's a banana in there. Like, my gag reflex is like, no.
Well, I can see if you let the banana go too far, yeah, but it doesn't matter if it's like a green or it doesn't matter.
Mm-mm.
No. Okay.
No.
Learn something new every day.
There you go. See?
I love me some English muffin with peanut butter and a sliced banana on top.
Okay, I can't do peanut butter neither.
You can't?
I like peanut butter, but it makes me feel like a cat with a hairball. Like I want to go. Sorry, guys. Somebody out there knows what I'm talking about. Have you? We probably should have stopped this as soon as I showed the yarn.
Oh my god! Oh my god! Oh my god! I'm sorry if I'm screeching in your ears loud.
Have you not ever ate something that gave you that feeling?
Yes, but it's usually something I'm forced to eat, not like peanut butter.
No, peanut butter, like it just gets in my throat, and I feel like I need to get something up. Yeah, I can't. I love peanut butter, like Reese's peanut butter cups. I used to be able to eat those. I love those.
What'd you do?
Now I'm just
like,
I'm like, no.
You can't even do like my favorite.
Well, they
is
did
like
tell me. Well,
Easter time is at Easter time when they have the smaller ones.
No, can't. It doesn't matter what size. And let me just tell you about those. Okay, there's nothing like the original. If you take a whatever it is, we'll say a peanut butter cup, a Reese's peanut butter cup, and then you give me a Reese's peanut butter cup Christmas tree. They taste different.
Yes. I don't need a Christmas tree.
They taste funny. They taste funny, but no, I can't have those neither. Minute peanut butter hits me, I'm like a cat hacking up a hairball. I'm glad I could amuse you.
Yeah,
Somebody out.
There's always one. Every weekend, there's at least one of these instances. You guys just don't get to see them all the time. Oh my goodness.
Okay. We're going to get a comment about, I laughed so hard I cried with you. So yeah, no peanut butter for me.
Happy 100th episode.
Yeah.
You never know what's going to happen.
If it's too much for you, as soon as I put the yarn away, it's going to go down. It will get crazy from there. You can't just sit us in a room and let us talk. You never know what might happen. And we're on good behavior when we're recording usually.
Yeah, we are. mind our P's and Q's
Oh, we
for
do.
the most part.
So, yeah. I cut myself this week.
At work?
It's a bad cut, too. Like,
Ooh.
it doesn't want to heal and look like it's opened.
Ooh.
You guys want to see? Okay, if you don't like blood and stuff, don't look. So, it's like really deep. It doesn't want to heal.
Glass or what?
No, 1 o'clock, I had a truck at 1 o'clock in the morning. And the girl, the manager that was supposed to be coming into work at 1 o'clock, didn't show up. So I had to call and wake up my boss. So she came in, and it was about 2 o'clock in the morning. She's like, will you help me lift the 75-gallon tank? And I'm like, sure. Go lift it up. Well, I didn't know she had set it down already, and tanks have like that black trim work around it, and it's kind of sharp on the corner. So it got sat down on my finger, and then that corner just sliced it. By the time I made it, like, I don't know, maybe 2 feet over to the sink because I was near it. She's like, do you need a Band-Aid? And I'm like, 3? That was Wednesday, and it just won't heal.
Yeah.
I think part of it is because it is so deep. It probably should have been glued or something.
Yeah. And it's in a bad spot, it looks like, a little bit.
Yeah, I do sometimes use that finger for pushing my knitting needle through, so I've jabbed it with my needle.
Ooh.
Today was the worst because, you know, like those metal paint scrapers with the handles, and they come to a point on the one end. So scraping something over in my section, and I had my finger down like this, and I was scraping, and that pointed metal went right into it. Thank goodness it was before we opened, because what came out of my mouth would not have been appropriate for customers, and it came out loudly. And of course, my boss peeped around the corner going, Band-Aids? So yeah. And on that same truck day, I also got a blister because I wore new shoes. So.
We had to go buy a new dryer.
Oh.
It won't dry. It's another week out, but that's what we did yesterday. Yesterday morning, went and made an appointment to go to pick out a new dryer. We were just like it. We'd already fixed it like 3 times, and it was a lot older than our washer, anyways. So Chuck's like, okay, it's time. But now it's the matter of, you put in a load of laundry and you have to run it like 3 or 4 times before it dries. Because it's basically just air drying. We'll make it.
You're better than me. Your husband's lucky you don't have the issues like I do, because, it sends me into like...
He's actually the one that noticed it. I did not realize.
Anxiety, OCD issues. If something breaks in the house and I have to replace it, I don't do well with change. You know that. I can't.
You don't.
I don't. Don't tell me about it, Brett. Just fix it.
The only thing
we can't replace it.
The only thing I didn't care about was that because of COVID, what's available is extremely limited. So I think I had like 3 choices.
Yeah.
Essentially, that was there at
Did they
the
have
place.
the extra capacity ones? Because see, I have to have a extra large capacity washer and dryer. Like mine's big. I can fit a comforter and sheets.
This isn't quite the one I wanted would have been a 7, and this one is a 6.74, 75, whatever. The first one they showed me was a 6. And I was like, no, that ain't gonna work.
No.
But I really wanted I think it was a Maytag that was like a 7. That wasn't in. I was like,
See, I don't know. Everybody swears by Maytag.
and we ended up with a Frigidaire.
Okay.
Of all brands.
I don't
because
know.
it was between that and I think the other one might have been, was it a Mana? The first one they showed me was a Mana, and it was like their bottom cheapo at the bottom of I'm like, why going to basic cheap just to get another one in 2 years? I ain't doing that. stuff.
Well, not to mention, I mean, you're doing something you really don't want to be doing to begin with. You don't want some cheap equipment.
The funny part was they asked, so how many people are in the household that are using the washer and dryer? And do you know what I said? 2.5. He looked at me and I'm like, the two of us and our son every other weekend.
Yeah,
so
but
that's like a half a person.
here's the problem. I would have asked.
Mhm.
They said, how many people are using it? Me. You need to say how many people's clothes are going into it.
Actually, Chuck does do some of.
Brett does too.
It does do some of his laundry, especially like his work clothes and stuff. He'll throw it in
Brett
there.
does his own work clothes.
Of course, tonight. Well, he did wash them today, so they were in the dryer and they were on the 3rd cycle before I left. So I might end up with a text before I go home. Can you throw my work clothes?
That would
Can
drive
you
me.
turn the dryer back on again?
That would drive me insane because I put the stuff in there and I forget about it. So if I had to try to remember, no,
Yeah.
I wouldn't remember. No, but I would also have issues replacing anything. Our washer went out the one time, and he's like, "Oh well, we'll get a new one." Dropped the other one at the place that takes them. Got a Maytag. Hated that thing. Well, then he made the mistake of he had went over to that place we dropped it off, and he came home and made the mistake of telling me that guy repaired my wash machine and had it for sale. I said, "You get that truck and you go back and go buy my wash machine, please." And the Maytag went back. That Maytag was noisy.
Well, I hope this one's not noisy because I live in a tri-level.
I don't like those new agitators. Like mine has a pole.
Oh, well, yeah, we didn't get a new washer.
The regular drum.
My washer is actually a queen, like the old queen.
Okay.
And actually, that's a story too. We had problems with the previous washer that we had, and that's how we ended up with this one was because it went out like 3 years in a row, like Thanksgiving weekend. And my daughter would come home from college bringing all her clothes, and we'd have to go to the freaking laundromat. And it was the same part. And they gave us a heck of a hard time because the first time it was repaired, it was underneath the company warranty. And then the second 2 times it was repaired, it was underneath the extended warranty. And the extended warranty company wasn't accepting the first one because it was and wouldn't allow us to consider it a lemon. It's the same dang part a year after.
Wow.
So we went round and round and round, and Frank's Appliances who did the arguing for us. So they argued and finally ended up, and that's why we went back to just more of a
standard
older, what you would consider old school model. And we love it because it's got the steel middle. The drum itself is steel instead of that fiberglass stuff that they have in there. Because my husband works in a machine shop. Yeah. And he comes home with coolant and metal shavings on his clothes, embedded in his clothes. Because he's a grinder. He makes tools. And so all it does, if it's the white, it gets this grease and grime on it. Since we've gotten it, I'm like, So when we picked between the 2 dryers that they did have, I said, that one's got the steel inside. I want that one. It did. I mean, it wasn't as big as the one that I really wanted. But I'm like, okay, I can compromise. And Chuck looked at me and he's like, you're right. And I said, because we won't have problems with that one.
Yeah. And then there's me that, did you get the biggest one? Gotta be able to fit a full hamper in. See, Brett knows. It's
my son who throws the full hamper in there.
The last time the wash machine broke down, he actually ordered a new transmission for it and then watched a YouTube video and installed it because he wasn't going through that nightmare of trying to get me to get a new washing machine. The man's getting smart. Yeah. Because I get worse as I get older.
And the refrigerator, too. He went and ordered...
Yeah.
That was hilarious. She, had a little thermometer inside the refrigerator, and she turned...
freezing everything. And he knew First off, well, what the cost of a refrigerator would be. And then there's me already. Well, we got to have a side-by-side. We can't have this. And I don't want my freezer on the
I
bottom.
don't
And
want
I'm
the
not
port
digging
thing
through.
either.
It needs to have the same setup. It has to be identical to this one. I'm very OCD about this stuff. He knew what he was going to go through. So he ordered a part and he repaired the refrigerator.
And it works too.
And it works. Yeah, it's just best not to change things.
Except your yarn.
Yeah, my yarn can change.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's anything else, it's best not to change.
Well, we said we weren't going to use the whole battery.
But
So,
we are gonna get to knitting and watching some podcasts.
don't forget.
Okay, yes, there's a few things. First off, if you had not subscribed to us, go ahead and subscribe, please. If you hit the bell, then you'll be notified of any video content that we ever put out. Like, thumbs up. Remember the 100th episode prizes?
Yep.
So comment below any sort of comment, but make sure you put 100 behind it.
Mm-hmm.
Go to our Facebook group. Put a picture of what you're working on and put 100 on it so we know that's an entry. We will pull a person from each place and announce that next week.
Yep.
And I think that's it. Yes.
And the cowl, we extended the cowl for the sweater cowl.
Yes, until
The 7th.
7th. There you go. Because I can't remember.
I gotcha.
So, yeah, I don't remember numbers very well. All right. So we'll see you guys in 2 weeks. Bye.
Bye.